You don't need to sacrifice your social life studying 15 to 20 hours a day just to get those good grades. Most people believe that in order for you to get good grades, you need to study all the time. You need to sacrifice other areas of your life in order to achieve them. Yes, it takes a lot of hard work, but one thing that is important is working smart. You might be in a situation where you study 8 hours, 10 hours, and you still aren't getting those grades you are aiming for. This video will give you tips on how to study smartly and more efficiently, thereby making you able to consume, process, retain more information in a shorter period of time. Spread out your studying. This is a simple concept but not well utilized. Most students, when a semester starts, the hour they give themselves to study is relatively low. But as the semester progresses and exam gets closer, the number of hours they study increases. Then 1 or 2 days before the exam, the hour of study increases more, as the pressure of exam motivates them to start cramming. But this is not studying smart. It's quite a stressful way of approaching your studies, your exams, and most of you will agree with me. And in my opinion, this is not a better or smarter way of studying. So what I will do is, at the beginning of every semester, I will set the amount of time, the duration of hours I will want to be studying every single day. It could be 3 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, or even 15 hours. It's up to you. But make sure that whatever you choose, you maintain it to the end of the semester. You should treat your university like a full-time job. At the beginning of the semester, my reading is focused on background reading, going through past questions, getting an idea of what I'm going to be learning and the lectures, and watching some YouTube videos about the new subject just to get a basic broad understanding or knowledge of this new subject I'm going to be learning about. At this point, no one is putting in as much study because there's no exam deadline, no exam to motivate others to study, and at this point you also get ahead of most students. Now, as we progress through the semester, your 8 hours of study remains the same, whereas others have to increase their hours of study when the exam comes in because they need to catch up, and this is a whole lot of stress on them. Eliminate pseudo studying. Earlier I said you should spread out your studying rather than cramming in a few weeks before the exam. But there is one more thing here. This is the mistake most students make while doing this. They spread out their studying, which is excellent, which is good, but since there's no exam forthcoming, they begin pseudo studying. Pseudo studying is when you sit with your textbook, laptop, whatever material you have to study, and you are studying, but you are not taking in the information. You are just studying to feel productive, and I know most of us are in here rather than studying with your exams in mind. So you need to eliminate that. So when studying, study with a purpose. Active engagement. Students make this mistake of reading, rereading tests as studying, but it's important that you're not just reading these tests, reading these materials passively, but actively engaging in the material, actively engaging with the material. So active engagement is basically you constructing meaning from the materials you are reading. That involves making connections, examples, asking yourself questions, and answering the questions yourself. This is basically thinking of what you're reading as you're studying. Active reading does not really mean underlining text, highlighting tests, or memorization. Doing this can help you engage in your tasks, but it's not generally considered an active learning technique. Some ideas of active learning include creating questions and answers, creating questions for yourself and answering those questions, setting quiz for yourself, become a teacher, teach your friends, teach your classmates, create diagrams that relate to what you are studying. This helps you to process information and actively engaging your brain to help with memory retention. Active recall. This is an efficient way of studying. This is when you read a page from the textbook, then you close your textbook and write down everything you can remember from that page you have read. Then you go back to the textbook to see if you have missed any information. Avoid multitasking. Multitasking does not improve efficiency. This might include you studying two subjects at the same time, studying and browsing through the internet, IG, WhatsApp, studying and chatting with a friend on social media. There is a study that shows the more a student multitasks while studying, the lower their GPA. So eliminate distractions, things that prevent you from being fully engaged during your studying section. So avoiding multitasking gets you into a zone of studying and is very important. A student that studies for 8 hours, that is super engaged, more focused, is definitely going to retain and process more than a student who reads for 8 hours but is distracted. Distributive study technique. This is basically spacing out your studies over several short periods, like studying for short periods after each class every single day. This might be 20, 30 to 40 minutes every day after each class. This will help process the information on a deeper level and help with information recall. You should know that studying smart rather than harder is an essential concept when studying for your exams. Life is too short to be studying and not getting the results and not getting those grades you want. Now, that is why this video is created, to guide you along. So implementing these study techniques have been proven to help boost your information processing and memory retention. So I hope you implement these and watch out for the massive results you're going to get, and come back to this very video to share with us. Click the red subscribe button, give this video a huge thumbs up. You're helping this video algorithm, and turn on your post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a video.